We take the duality of left and right and we join it and we make it into a prayer sign. Good, bad, evil, good, left, right, we join it. And it becomes a spiritual prayer. The neutral zone, the space of Sunyata, where all things arise and dissolve. And that is the neutral space of Sunyata 0. You can say the arising of good and the dissolving of evil, or the arising of evil and the dissolving of good, or the arising of evil and the dissolving of evil, or the arising of good and the dissolving of good. So everything good and bad dissolves in neutrality, in 0, in Sunyata. All things good and bad arises from Sunyata. All things good and bad dissolves back into Sunyata. Sunyata doesn't discriminate between good and bad. Sunyata doesn't distinguish between good and bad. Both good and bad arise equally and dissolve equally, because ultimately both good and bad are empty. Both good and evil are Sunyata. Both negative and positive are 0. I am empty. I am Sunyata. I am 0. My body is Sunyata. My space is Sunyata. My body, speech, and mind is Sunyata. Wisdom is Sunyata. The elements are Sunyata. All our surroundings, our interaction, all people, places, and things are Sunyata. All our possessions, everything we own are Sunyata. All sounds in our environment is Sunyata. All cause and effect are Sunyata. Everything has the form, everything has the image, everything has the quality of Sunyata. Everything is empty. All objects are empty. All persons are empty. All cause and effect are empty. What we attach to comes from ignorance. It is the error, because we cannot attach to 0. We cannot attach to Sunyata. We cannot grasp 0. We cannot grasp Sunyata. We attach ourselves to 0. We attach ourselves to Sunyata. That is the error. That is the correction that we are seeking as a humanity. That all things are empty. All things are Sunyata 0. That we cannot possess them. We cannot hold them. We cannot attach ourselves to them. We cannot give them labels. We cannot give them names. We cannot identify them, because they are all empty. They are pure in itself. They are an illusion. They are a mirage. They are simply empty in nature. All form is empty in nature. When we attach ourselves to emptiness, we are trying to grasp zero. We are trying to grasp Sunyata. All objects are zero. All people are zero. All emotions are zero. All cause and effect are zero. So we cannot attach ourselves to anything. What we attach ourselves to is the error. When we try to grasp zero, when we try to attach ourselves to zero, that is the error. The error is the ignorance, and that ignorance perpetuates a mirage of cause and effect. Through that ignorance, we are trapped in the samsara. We are trapped in the mirage because we try to grasp the mirage, or we believe that we own the mirage. We own an object that is a mirage. We own a person that is a mirage. We have belongings that is a mirage. We attach ourselves to them. We possess them. We own them. We are prideful about our possessions, which are all empty in nature, which are simply a mirage. That is the ignorance when we grasp the zero, when we are prideful about the zero, when we are prideful about the mirage, when we are prideful about the ignorance. That is the fall of the human consciousness, the universal consciousness. That is the fall for all species, all different types of beings that exist across the universe. That is the fall. When we are prideful about the ownership of ignorance, of mirage, of zero, that we cannot hold on to, that has no existence as it is zero, sunya. All things are sunya. All things are zero. All places, objects, people, feelings, things, titles, everything is zero, sunya. When we attach ourselves to zero, we are ignorant. When we attach ourselves to that zero, we are in error. Thank you to our Great Mother, Pragya Paramita, for this wisdom of Sunyata. Without Sunyata, we cannot exit the error, which is this samsaric suffering that we are stuck in. We are stuck in the mirage. We are stuck in the zero when we don't understand the zero and place an incorrect value on the zero. When we place a 1, a 2, a 3, an incorrect number on the zero, we are in error. We free ourselves from declaring everything as sunya, as zero, and abiding in that zero, and understanding nothing attaches to us and we do not attach to anything. It is just the error between us and the object, between us and that feeling, between us and that person is simply it's simply an error. It is ignorance-based cause and effect. We thank our Great Mother for this great wisdom of Sunyata through which we exit reality, through which we exit samsara, through which we exit this dualistic world, through which we exit the mirage, through which we exit great suffering due to our ignorance of grasping the zero. Thank you to Lord Buddha Shakyamuni, who has diligently taught the great wisdom of Pragya Paramita. Lord Buddha Shakyamuni, who has taught Sunyata, who has taught emptiness. We thank him for his great works and for his enlightenment and for becoming an enlightened Buddha of our aeon and teaching us all things related to emptiness, showing us by example, by renouncing the world and attaining his zero. The great mantra for emptiness is Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Buddhi Saha. Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Buddhi Saha. Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Buddhi Saha.